Hello everyone, welcome to JSP Ambiance Luxury. My name is Jenny
And I'm Cheryl.
welcome to JSP Ambiance Luxury. Today we're talking about a whole lot of topics. So my girlfriend is joining me here today. Get your coffee, get your crackers, and let's talk. If you want to get your wine, get your wine. Let's discuss some important issues that pertains to women. So today, our first topic, I'm going to be asking her. She's going to be our lecturer today. Our first topic we're going to be discussing is, why do women stay in an abusive relationship? Or why do women stay in abusive relationships?
There's many reasons why women stay in an abusive relationship. One of the reasons could be because the man may break a woman down so bad where they have no confidence in their self anymore to be able to build themselves up and get themselves together to move on. And also it could be because they have kids together and they don't want to break up their family and start all over to move on with another relationship.
So my problem is, why somebody is abusive to you and you still decide to stay in there without getting any help. You know this person is not good to you. You know this person is not nice to you. Why do you still stay in such? Because at the end of the day, the person, you might be killed because it's an abusive relationship. The reason why I'm saying this is because my older sister was killed by her husband. So why do we still choose to stay? Okay, I understand we have children, but should having children make us stay put in that relationship?
In reality, no, it should not. However, everyone's situation is different. You never know, that man could be so controlling to a point that they would embed in that woman's head that they might belittle them. They might say, you're ugly. No one would ever love you. No one would ever want you. You're fat. You're too skinny. So they will embed that in that woman's head to a point that she would actually start believing that.
Yeah.
Right. And even also there's situations where that man will, maybe threaten the woman. If you leave, I will kill you. If you leave, I'll kill our kids. I'll kill your family. So, it's like a stronghold that, they will have on that woman to a point that, they would believe that and feel like, just scared to move.
But the thing is, even if you stay, the situation will still either get worse or still remains the same. And if you leave, there's every probability that you can escape those problems. You see, like you said, everyone's situation is different. Like for me, when I was married, the reason why I stayed was, one, I was new to this country. I didn't have my social security. I didn't have a green card. I didn't have anything. And again, my children were little. So, and even at that, with all the cheating, I still did not leave. He was the one who ended up leaving. But before he left, he told me, he said the reason why he was leaving was because I was fat. My body parts was not good for him anymore. And no man is going to want me. But the problem is, when these men, when they leave, they don't leave for somebody who is better than the wife or the girlfriend. They live for somebody who is worse than where they're coming from. So it makes me to feel or to understand that the woman is not actually the problem. It's themselves, the men, who are actually the problem. And there are women also who are very abusive to men.
Right. That's true too.
Yeah, there are women who are very, very abusive to men. But I feel like if a woman, if you are busy trying to achieve life, that's why when I meet women, especially at my place of work, when I meet them, I'm telling them about my YouTube channel. The first thing I tell them is, I tell them that I don't want to concern myself if you are married or you have a boyfriend or you are single. What I concern myself is you achieving life as a woman. Because when you as a woman, you are empowered in that marriage, when you are empowered as a human being, when you are empowered as a woman, you can decide when to call it a quit and when not to call it a quit. One of the reasons why women will stay put in our marriages or in our relationship knowing fully well that it's not working is because we're not financially empowered.
Exactly.
We don't know what we're doing. You might say, oh, I'm a nursing mother, I'm a home maker. You can still learn how to make some soap, some candles. You can learn how to start a YouTube channel. You can do something on the side in case that man leaves.
Right.
You can have something to fall back on. Take for instance my ex-husband. When I lost the lady I was taking care of, I told him, I said, I don't have a job now. Let's start a beauty supply. He was hesitant at first, but later on he said, okay. Reluctantly he said, let's go ahead. He brought his money, I brought my money. We started. I knew for him that he was gonna leave. So God put it in my heart to start building for me. When he left, I'm not kidding, I had about $5,000 saved in my bank account. When I braid hair, a customer asked me, oh, can I use my credit card? Or says, can I use my, I was saying, let's go to the bank and withdraw the money. I wasn't doing it with credit card or debit card. I was doing, give me cash, because the money was going directly into his account. So when he left, I was able to save $5,000 that I used to pay down 3 months of rent, because the apartment said they will not give me an apartment except I pay for 3 months rent. I gave them 3 months rent, and that was how I was able to move on with my children.
And how did you do that? By braiding hair?
By braiding hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saved that. I think it took me about 5-6 months to save that. I was just saving. I was just saving like no crazy.
Yeah.
So I tell women, make sure you see, you know who you are dealing with. Make sure you foresee some circumstances and see your life, because I started seeing myself. I started seeing a life without him. So that made me, I asked myself, is it what I'm going to be able to do for the rest of my life, to put up with this man for the rest of my life? So with that in mind, I was able to start pulling myself away from him, pulling myself towards the life I will live with my children and not him. So women, what kind of life, what kind of vision do you have for yourself?
Also, a lot of times those type of men, they shelter you from friends and family.
Yes, ma'am.
So that way there's no resources. They don't have the information and the guidance. So it is, important for them to, be able to reach out to someone, because those men, they keep you away.
Yeah.
So that you don't get those resources to.
And even my friends, then especially my African pastors' wives, because my ex-husband was a bishop or still a bishop, I don't know. My African friends were then saying, "Oh, you're a bad woman. If you're not a bad woman, how can a man like this? How can this fine pastor leave you? You're a bad woman."
Right, you don't need those.
You don't need those type of friends.
Because you'll be stuck in that. You probably still be there. Or somewhere.
So, ladies, if you're hearing any noise, we have my heater blowing in the basement. We are cold in the basement, and this is the reason why we're doing it in the basement. Is this is the only safe place we can gossip without the interference of my children. Because I don't want her, when we finish, my children will be like, "Mommy, why did you say like that? Mommy, why did you talk like that?" So when it is our women cave, we'll come and gossip. And sure, she's going to be starting her YouTube channel very soon. Amen to that. We are holding her. She's going to be starting her YouTube channel soon, because she has so much on her inside that she needs to use her talent, her gift to impact her generation. You can't button up what you have on your inside just that without using it to impact the generation coming before us. We have to affect our generation. So she has so much. She's going to be starting her YouTube channel with and we don't know what the topic, what her YouTube channel is going to be, but be rest assured she's going to be on fire. So I'm committing her here. That's why I asked her to come. Okay, so number 2 question is it better to date an older man with money or a younger man without money?
Now, with my preference, I don't date older men. Oh, I haven't dated an older man. I am 53. I will be 54.
Oh, she looks good.
This year. Thank
you.
you.
Need to take some of her blood and put in mine.
But my attraction is to like men that is my age. So, let's see. Let's take my feet out of those shoes and say, like, if I was to date an older man, I do think that he should have money. I think it is important that he should be structured. He should, have things all in place, so he can be able to, take care of me and take care of things. As far as a younger man, I do prefer men that's my age or maybe just a tad bit younger, but they do have to have money. So if he's broke, no, don't want him.
What if he's broke but his manhood is working?
That's not important to me.
Okay, what if the old man is old but his manhood is is shaky?
That's a good question. I guess there's things that you could do. I guess there are things that you can do. I don't know, because I haven't been in that. I'm celibate. I'm practicing celibacy right now until I'm married. So hopefully, my future husband, his thing will be working. His thing will be working, and he'll have some money in them pockets too.
Yeah. So,
but that's not what else all is important.
So my take on that is, I don't have a problem. I actually love dating older men, because my reason is because I have dated younger men of my age. I don't date younger than my age. I'm 46. I've dated men of my age, and it never went well.
And why is that? Immature?
They are not mature. 2,
not stable.
Yeah, they are not stable. 3, they don't really know how to take care of a woman. Yeah, I dated an older man for I think 3 years. No wonder did I ask him. I needed something. We would just be having a conversation. He would just get the clue of what I want, and he would do it for me. I never asked him I wanted something. But the younger man, oh my goodness. The last one before I wrote my book, I told him, I never asked him, I said, we were just dating. I said, I love flowers. He flipped. He said,
that's a small thing.
Oh yeah, he flipped. He said, why are you asking me you like flowers? I have 8 credit cards that are maxed out. My car is having problem. My house needs to be fixed, and I'm owing IRS $20,000. I said, if you're owing IRS at $20,000, you have all this problem. Why are you looking for a woman?
Right, exactly. Like, get yourself together first
before
you even start dating.
I said, you have problem with $5 flowers? When I'm short on my rent, what is going to happen?
Right.
If I need an emergency fund, what is going to happen? He was like, you better stay with me, because you might not, for your age, you might not find any man. I said, listen, this is what I teach women, how to take care of themselves, so that at any age you can find a man.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, I don't have a problem dating an older man. I love older men, because 1, their children, for the most part, their children are all out of the house. Yeah, their children, they are all out of the house.
Yeah.
One time I was talking to this older man, and he told me how his daughter is still in the house, and the daughter has 5 grandchildren from him that are in the house, and one of the grandchildren has a son who is a grandson in the house. I was online dating. As he was talking how many children in the house and everything, I told him, I said, I'm getting a call. Oh, let me call you right back. I just blocked him and I tossed him to the ocean. You know, so I have a problem. Yeah, no, because I know what I can handle, what I cannot handle. Yeah. So, but where I have a problem with dating older men is when you are old, because your working skill, when you are older, your remote control might not be as controlling as it used to be when you're back in the days.
Right.
So the problem I have is when you are older, you're going for a younger woman, you don't have money in your wallet. If everything is old, that's fine. But if your wallet is old too and dusty, then I can't do nothing with you.
Yeah, a lot of times too, older men, they're living on maybe Social Security, and if they're not doing anything, you know, outside of that, you know,
it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. So I guess you're saying that they gotta have money.
Oh, because if you're looking for a younger woman, you gotta have money. If not, then stay at the level where your mates, you know, probably on their way to nursing home, or you know that they don't need so much to take care of them. But if you're looking for a younger woman, then you have to have money. Then the problem I have with younger men is when you are young, you don't have money, you are broke. That's why one of the things I talk about in my book is how not to date a broke ass man. And I have a lot of problems. I have a lot of males talking about my first chapter here. You know how not to date a broke ass man. So
they must be broke since they're talking.
Yeah, because I had somebody who came to my job. He bought my book. He said, Miss Jane, I read your book. He's a man. He said, I read your book. I love what you wrote in there. But the problem is you are advising women not to date a broke man, not to date broke men. I say, yeah, so what's the problem? Are you one of them? He says, you know, the problem is you're kind of segregating. You're kind of bringing men down. I asked him a question. I said, do you have a daughter? He said, yes. I said, as a matter of fact, I have 2 children, 2 daughters. I said, okay. So, would you let your child, marry or date a broke ass man? He said, nah, no, you know, y'all, I'm raising my children how to know how to get the best man. I said, okay, you telling your children how to get the best man. What makes you think it's okay for another man to let his daughter marry you, a broke man? You know what he did? He opened the door and left. Never said a word.
See, sometimes you have to flip it so they can understand. It. Yeah, because once they feel it's directed to them, and maybe because they are broke, you know, they get offended.
Yeah.
But then when you show them the other side of it, then they understand.
But what I don't understand is how people, I guess is what you can, is what your ability can take and what you cannot take. Like when I meet a guy, I always ask myself, is it what I'm going to be able to tolerate? Like I always tell women, there are no shortages of men. The shortages that we have is shortages of good men. Is what you can take as a woman, what you can tolerate as a woman. And in my 40s, my tolerance for men, broke men, is 0. Yeah, because I feel like
you know your worth.
Yeah,
you know, I think that really does a lot to a woman's appearance. Also, more importantly, I think, you know, taking time for yourself sometimes, and you know, maybe getting your hair done, you get a mani or pedi, maybe going to buy you a new outfit, you know, to make yourself, you know, look good.
Okay, so, let me give you this story. There is this a associate of mine, I wouldn't say friend. We have not seen her for a long time. So when she came to my shop, we were trying to catch up. She said, I asked her, I think I made a video on this. I asked her, said, are you married, or, you have a boyfriend? She said, no, Jane, there are shortages of men. So I said, That was my first time of ever hearing there's shortages of men, because I've always believed that. For me, I never have problem getting a man. I never. The problem they have is keeping me. After my ex-husband left, oh no, before a man would think of leaving, I'm gone. No, I'm gone. So I've never had that problem. Even when I'm married so young at the age of 20. So I never had problem of getting a man, because one, like you said, I believe in exercising. After I had children, I gained weight, and my ex-husband said I was fat, so I lost a lot of weight. And I went to makeup school. I started taking care of me, exercising, loving me, and everything you say, and having positive people around you. So when she came, she said there are shortages of men. So I told her, I said, there are no shortages of men. The problem we have is shortages of common sense. I said, look at the time right now. It's 2 p.m. You still have your hair bonnet on your head. I said, your lips are chapped. Your eyes are crusty. Your face, and this is a woman in her 60s. I said, your face is dry. Your hair is flaky. Yeah, she had gray hair. And there's nothing wrong with gray hair. I love gray hair. It's just that with gray hair, you have to always moisturize it. Because if not, it's going to look flaky, you know? So I said, your hair is flaky. I said, so when you say there are shortages of men, I'm looking at you. Everywhere is crusty and dry. She said, well, I said, well, how a man is going to love you? She said, a man who is going to love me is going to love me because I have a good heart. I said to her, I said, but men have to go through your face before they get to your heart. She was like, okay, maybe that's why I'm not going to get a boyfriend. That's why I'm not going to get married. And this is a woman who sings in the church. She is a teacher. So you should have all those widowers come to school, to pick up their children, right? You should have older men in the church, maybe their wives are dead. You shouldn't have a problem. Unfortunately, I got mine from a pastor in the church. So I don't know why you go to church and you don't get a boyfriend.
Let me ask though, where other than church, where do you meet guys? I'm asking that because I actually have that issue as far as not meeting men, because I feel like everywhere I go, it seems like, even in the church, it seems like there's not enough men going to church, for one. For two, it seems like the men that are in church, they're already married.
Don't even do church no more. Okay. They don't make them the way they used to make them back in the days.
Right.
So now, if you want to get a man, like Home Depot, the hardware store where they sell building materials.
Yes, I go. That's why I said anywhere I go, it's like, I don't know.
In the morning, I'm telling you now, in the morning, that's when white men contractors, that's when they go to Home Depot. That's when they go to Lowe's. In the morning. In the afternoon, it's Mexicans that come. In the evening, it's black people that come. Homeowners. I've been going to Home Depot for a long time. So
what happened to me?
Go in the morning.
I've been in the morning, the noonday,
so
the night,
when you go, you see a contractor. You first of all, you size his finger and see if there is a ring. If there is no ring, you will say, "Good morning, sir. Do you know how much this is?" you have to be the one to say, "Good morning. Do you know how much this is? Oh, can you help me?" Oh, sure. I'm telling you.
Maybe that's what the problem is, because I don't.
And when you go, I know it's in the morning. When you go in the morning, don't go with your hair bonnet.
I don't go.
Don't go with your hair. Yeah, make sure you have something, dust your face a little bit. But go to hardware stores. Number 2 is go to LA Fitness, high-earned gym place. Don't go to gym membership where they get $10. No, don't do that, because it's low-class people that go there. Go where the gym membership is $50 to $100 a month. Those are the people that spend money. The other time, these are people that spend money. The other time I went to a friend of mine, we went to have dinner. We went to as we came in, the bar, because you know before they say go to a bar, the bar was filled with large women. I'm like, damn. It was. I mean, the women are large. I told him, he said, you want us to go to the bar? I said, I said, this woman are going to grab you. Let's go somewhere. Just sit down somewhere. So bar for now, because women already know, you know, you have to go to the bar and go get a man.
Right.
You don't want to get any drunk coming to your house.
Right.
So going to hardware stores, going to real expensive gym, and number two, even if you don't go to that gym, if you have a friend who goes there, tag along with that your friend. His membership might cover yours. You know, go there once in a while. And when you exercise, make yourself friendly. I never have any problem attracting any man. Even when I used to go to Planet Fitness, when you go, make sure you dress in a way to accentuate what you come in there, because you have a mission. And number two is going to a golf course. Yeah, register. I have a friend who is registered. Oh yeah, because there they come to network. There is all about business. There is, if you don't have $200 to pay or $100,000 to pay as golf member in a month or in a year, let's say in a year 100,000, that means you can't come there. So it's rich people that I know of a friend who just purposefully registered in a golf course. Just she wants to get a white man, and guess what? She has it. She has them. Yeah. So those kind of, you know, places are places that you can. Another one is, that's what I'm encouraging you. Open up a YouTube channel. Because the internet has become open field. You know, when you're talking, people are looking at you. I can't tell you how many emails I've received. Are you single? Are you single? Yeah, I'm single. But if I wanted maybe to go out of state to meet somebody, it's out there. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you're talking to women about how to take care of themselves, how to love themselves and all of that, you are still, hey brother, so I'm here too. Hey, I'm here too, you know? So yeah, so that's why you put yourself out there. Don't just stay close in and say, oh, all the brothers are all in Baltimore, Richardstown Road, especially where my job is. Jesus, you don't want to deal with men around there because you're going to be the one paying their bills.
Right.
So, yeah, so women, with our appearance, let's wrap up this appearance. With our appearance, like the thing I've made for myself this day is, I have my exercise in my gym here. I always say I can be leading women to heaven and I'm on my way to hell. So I wake up in the morning around 6 o'clock. So sometimes I'm telling you, I will be in my room on my bed. My alarm is off. I will be in my bed thinking, oh Jesus, the basement is cold. How am I going to get down? How am I going to exercise? I will be there 30 minutes thinking how I'm going to exercise. 30 minutes is gone. By the time I come down to the basement, it's only 20 minutes I have. But I still do something. So I still watch what I eat. And we're not saying don't eat. We're saying watch what you eat. Exercise, you know, and be active and love yourself, because the joy that you have on your inside is what is going to radiate in your face. You don't want to carry the